Happy Monday, Mzansi, and welcome to Afternoon Express. I'm Balisa Dembe, and today we're celebrating South Africans who are flying our flag high on the global stage. We meet Lindy Cecile, a local actress who made it the big move to Hollywood back in 2017. The highest ranking competitive Latin American dancer from South Africa, Darren Hammond, calls into the loft to chat about how COVID-19 is affecting his dancing. And we'll also be touching base and connecting with our regular family therapist, Talia Russell, who will be teaching us how to handle uncertainty and growth during this time. Now, on our social media, South Africa, we've got a very interesting one today. We want to find out from you, if you could do one thing and you knew you would never fail, what would that thing be, ladies?
Happy Monday, South Africa. Hope you guys had an amazing weekend, because I definitely did. We are talking about what we would do if it was the one thing you could do and you would never fail. What would it be for you?
Oh, definitely to be Brooke Logan in Bold and the Beautiful. I know I will fail dismally in real life, but if I won't fail, I want to also lie in lingerie and in bed with strange men like she does. So,
well, luckily we're not failing in the kitchen, so we're starting with one of our... You're going to start with the first recipe, actually.
Yeah, it's meat-free Monday, so I'm going to make a meat-free burger. Lip smacking lekker.
Ooh, and I'm going to be making a dessert with clover fresh milk. But to get all the details, go on to afternoonexpress.co.za. But for now, let's catch up with one of our guests.
Hollywood-based, South African-born actress Lindy Cecile is with us today to chat about making it in Hollywood. Welcome to the loft, Lindy.
Thank you so much, Palesa. It's so great to be chatting to you today.
Now, Lindy girl, I cannot believe you did it, and a lot of South Africans are looking up to you like, I want to do it too. I mean, back in 2017, you packed your bags and left for Hollywood. What sparked this dream of making it in Hollywood?
Well, acting is something that I've always been passionate about. It's something that I've been kind of unable to escape. It sort of followed me. I think your dream follows you until you listen to it. So that's what happened for me. And when I got the opportunity to come to Los Angeles and work here, I knew I had to take it. And since then, I've been so incredibly busy and happy to be here. And I've had so many amazing opportunities, and I've worked with so many incredible people, so I'm incredibly happy to be here.
Now, let's get down to the honest moments now. Let's be real, Lindy. Life in Hollywood. How difficult is it to make it big in the world's biggest stage? I mean, what is the dream like versus the reality of making it as an actress in Hollywood?
I suppose with any dream, it would be ideal if we could just take an elevator, but unfortunately that is not the case. It is very challenging, and it is definitely a difficult journey, but it's absolutely worth it. And I mean, it's long hours on set, and it's a lot of auditioning and trying out and really bringing your A game. Talent is not enough. It's a talent and hard work hand in hand type of game. And the reality is that there's so much work that goes into one single production, and from the day that you audition to the day that you go and promote your film is an incredibly long journey, but it's such a fulfilling journey when you get there. And what I love so much is all the wonderful projects that I've been able to work on. I've been able to work on projects with stories that I really care about. Last year, I did a film called You Up, and this was very important to me because it was about mental health. It was a dark comedy about insomnia, and mental health is something that is very important to me to speak about, and I'm very excited about where this film is going, and it's getting into so many festivals, and it's doing really well. And I did a play that is going to the Hollywood Fringe Festival. Wow. And it's going to be a traveling production. And that story, it's called A Long Time Ago. And that story is so similar to my own, because it's about this woman who leaves everything that she knows behind to go and follow her career in the arts. So I think that this journey that I had, definitely I can bring into my own characters. And I think that is what is important, is to remember that your journey counts.
You have left South Africa. You decided to leave your family and the safety of home and the certainty of home to chase something that was a little bit more uncertain. So where do you find yourself placed within all of this?
I completely agree with you. It's very difficult to leave everything that you know behind. And that is something that I struggled with in the beginning, because I was completely alone in this brand new place without my family, without knowing anyone. And it takes a while to find your feet and to get to know a community that really cares about you and to find that support network here. But I've really found that here, and I've really made a home of it here. It was very hard. It was very difficult to establish that for myself here. But again, it's so worth it. And of course, I really miss my family, and it does still get very hard sometimes to have this long distance relationship with them. But I'm so grateful that they support me, because they are truly incredible. They support me in every little thing that I do, and they completely understand why I'm here and why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Wow.
So that's definitely helps me a lot.
That's huge. I think that speaks volumes, and it makes it that little bit more easier to achieve your goals and go full throttle for what you dream and what you believe in. Let's touch base on the current Hollywood situation concerning the hashtag Black Lives Matter and the overall mood of the industry right now. How are you finding it?
It has been an incredible movement over here over the last 2 months, and everyone I know is somehow involved and making a contribution in any way that they can. Everyone I know is somehow helping to make our community safer and to improve the situation and create positive change. And that's how I know that I'm in the right community, because I'm in a community that cares about people, and I'm in a place where people want life to be better. So there's definitely this air of revolution. We are storytellers, so it's our job to tell stories of love and acceptance, and that's exactly what is happening. The content that's being created right now has so much to do with the events of 2020, and I think that's incredible, because we are learning to tell important stories.
And it's this sense of revolution that we mirror here on Afternoon Express and in South Africa, because as you know, homegirl, it is the month of July, which is Nelson Mandela International Day, which we celebrated on the 18th. I mean, this is the sense that we want to trickle within our communities and abroad, and those South Africans doing incredible things on the other side of the world. So do you have any advice or words of encouragement to South Africans who still see themselves living abroad and achieving those dreams globally?
I think it's important to know that everything that you need to be great is already within you. And every single experience that you have adds to what is going to be your success story one day.
Girl, you just touched my core. Thank you so much. I mean, you said so simply, so elegantly, but more than anything, it packed that punch. Lindy, girl, we appreciate you stopping by and sharing that love and sharing that appreciation for all things Mzansi. And local is lekker in Hollywood. But we don't want you to go far. We want you to be dunking rusks with us here on Afternoon Express. So don't go anywhere, because shortly we'll be playing the 5-second game. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, South Africa, while you heard it, the competition is on. The 5-second game, as you know, is one of my favorites, and we'll be playing that shortly.
Somebody made it in Hollywood, because I want to go there so I can be an actress as well. So it's actually going to happen.
And she actually did say that everything that you need is within you, Palisa.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you got that, but that basically is inspiration enough.
It is inspiration enough, and that's also why we're heading to social media and wanting to find out what you guys think in South Africa. Everybody right now has had a hectic day, hectic Monday. As they kick back, relax with Afternoon Express, we're asking them on socials if there's one thing that they could do and they knew they wouldn't fail, what would that thing be? And if you head over, Ubembetu says, hashtag Afternoon Express, I'm pretty sure that I'd do the TV presenting career. I always wished to be a TV presenter, but I know know one day my dream will come true. Well, you know, you have to keep working at it, and who knows, you could be presenting side by side with me on SABC3. Okay, let's keep reading. And Brendan here says, I'd say a good husband. I just know that I wouldn't fail at that. Hope it happens soon. Hashtag Afternoon Express. Oh, it sounds like love is in the air, Brendan. We're hoping that you also find that love and become that good hubby you know you will be. Now, coming up, we play our fun Omar Rusk's 5-second game with Lindy Cecile, and our chefs will whip up a scrumptious meat-free Aloha burger.
Express yourself.
To kick back and have a little fun, because we're back with another round of the 5-second game with Omar Rusks. So far, Chef Dumi has been undefeated, but will Lindy Cecile have what it takes to claim the title? Now, Lindy, the rules are so simple, girl. I'm going to ask you some questions, but you only have 5 seconds to answer me. The winner, of course, takes home the brand new Yum Yum peanut butter flavored Omar Rusks. And today's theme is all things Hollywood. Ladies, are we on the same page?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yes, I really miss those Omar Rusks. So,
So, girl, you've got your eye on both of these packages here, both these special boxes. If I were you, I would miss them too, being over there in the States. So hopefully you'll be walking away with some. So Dumi is going to kick off this incredible game because you are no stranger to it. Dumi, you've got 5 seconds to give me the name of 3 famous actors.
Viola Davis, Lupita Nyong'o, and Channing Tatum.
Yes!
Chad? Who's Chad?
Congratulations. I mean, you just got it in there. I think that was second 4.5. I mean, Lindy, are you feeling the game so far? Do you understand how it works?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, well, here is your opportunity to prove to us that you know your things about all things Hollywood. You've got 5 seconds, Lindy, to please name me 3 directors.
Steven Spielberg, Christopher Nolan, Quentin Tarantino.
Wow!
Well done.
Congratulations, Lindy. Well done. And you know what's so funny about that, Dumi? I was just saying, if you don't know much about Hollywood and know things, she could have literally said, Sbusiso Khumalo, Sibongile Mkhize. You could have literally said any names. But thank you so much, Lindy, for playing honestly, because she gave us some major Hollywood directors' names there. So, Dumi, you've got 5 seconds, girlfriend. Please may you name me 3 movie awards.
The Oscars, the who? Wow. His tea, coffee is hot.
Yeah, it's very hot. You know, it's also not hot. What's not hot is your answering ability.
No comment.
Okay, Lindy, let's not do what Dumi just did. And please, may you give us 3 names of Oscar categories.
Oh, best actor, best actress, best supporting actress.
Okay, Lindy, slow down. Slow down. What you rushing for? Take your time.
I mustn't get too confident now. The game isn't over yet.
Yeah, the game isn't over yet. I like that, not playing too confident and playing it safe. Okay, Dumi, on the same vein, please may you name me 3 rom-coms, romantic comedies.
Notting Hill, P.S. I Love You, and Eat, Pray, Love.
Yes, queen! Some of my favorites. I love that. Okay, cool. Lindy, please may you do the same, but instead, can you please name me 3 Charlize Theron movies?
North Country, Monster, Tully.
Well done! And do you see that flex? Lindy gave like a subtle flex there. She gave 2 seconds. She let the 2 seconds go, and then she was like, I got you. I would have gone also for Italian Job, Monster, and then perfect. I like those.
Nice one.
Tully was
Well done,
amazing.
Lindy.
I loved it.
Dumi, girlfriend, please may you name me 3 celeb crushes.
Lawrence Fishburne, Terrence J. They're not really crushes. I don't have crushes in Hollywood. All my crushes are in South Africa.
Hey-oo. Who's that crush in South Africa? Okay, Lindy. Dumi's trying to be clever here. She's trying to finesse the game. Are we going to give her that? Because I'm kind of loving the direction.
I was wondering, is she trying to make me think that I'm okay and then come in with strong answers in the end?
Yes.
Yeah, I see that. Playing hard to get. But you know what, Dumi? I'm just going to make you a little bit jealous. Last year at the Sun Met, I got to interview Terrence J, and I've got some pictures and some video evidence to prove it. You know, Afternoon Express only gets A-listers.
I thought we were friends, South Africa. It was at this point that the friendship ended.
Wow, okay, Dumi. I mean, Dumi's gotten rid of me. Dumi's left me abandoned. So, Lindy, hopefully you can be my friend here by naming me in 5 seconds 3 actors you'd love to collaborate with.
Ooh, Ryan Guzman, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Ian Somerhalder.
Someone said all the hunks. You just made it as well, Lindy. Well done. You just made it. Right now, I actually think Lindy might be in the lead.
I'm afraid to say.
You are afraid to say, Dumi, but it's your time now. You can make those points back. Please, may you name me Game Face on 3 things you can find on a movie set.
Camera, lights, and props.
Absolutely. That is exactly what you'll find if you go visit Lindy on set. Lindy, please may you name me 3 things you shouldn't do in a cinema.
Text on your phone, speak too loudly, throw popcorn at people.
Lindy,
But also, Lindy, I feel like you're attacking me right now and coming for me, queen, because I'm that kind of person that's watching a movie and he's like, don't go there! Stop it! the popcorn,
I'm just saying.
I'm doing all the above. Okay, so Tumi, please may you name me 3 movies you can watch over and over.
The Mask, Jumanji, and Despicable Me.
Do you know why that one was touching for me, Lindy?
Yes.
Because Tumi's got a little son and those movie choices spoke volumes.
That's not even him. That's just me.
Oh, really?
No credit to you, little boy, this time.
Those are great choices.
The truth comes out, Lindy. Okay, Lindy, let's have some more fun here. And please may you name me with 5 seconds 3 movies you wish you could have acted in.
Ooh.
Oh my God. I completely spaced.
That's what I love about this game. This game will catch you unaware. This game will catch you on your toes. And when you least expect it, those 5 seconds would have run out. But I have to say congratulations because our winner is, drumroll please. Our winner is Lindy. Congratulations, Lindy. Girlfriend, you put it out in the universe. You already said that you are missing your Omar rusks. So we will happily be shipping over these 2 amazing yum peanut butter flavored rusks. Cheers.
So
Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Cheers.
Cheers to you, girlfriend. And I know that it's very early in the morning, but you should be dipping along with us as your day goes. Now, you, South Africa, still have a chance to win big with Omar Rusks and claim that state-of-the-art Smeg kettle. And Omar Rusk hampers worth 2,500 Rand. Simply send us a photo of you enjoying a Omar Rusk with the hashtag anytime is dipping time and post it on the Afternoon Express Facebook or Twitter page. Remember that T's and C's do apply and can be found on afternoonexpress.co.za. Congratulations, Lindy!
Our favorite Omar Rusks just got a whole lot more yum yum with the all-new peanut butter flavor. Anytime is dipping time.
That was so much fun. To cut a 30-year-long story extremely short, the Fryers Family Food Company started their mission to craft vegan food that tastes like meat. And that was kinder to the earth and animals. Fast forward to today, and we find ourselves celebrating Meat-Free Monday with these mouth-watering Aloha burgers. The Big Fry burger has less fat than a beef burger and contains 20 grams of protein per patty, which makes it perfect for professional plant-based athletes like Kyle Beckingham. Kyle is a 2-time World Ironman champion and also the inspiration behind today's recipe.
Hey guys, it's Kyle Beckingham here. I'm a plant-based professional triathlete and winner of the Ironman African Championships in 2018 and Fry's ambassador. I've chosen the delicious Aloha burger because it reminds me of all my travels around the world, especially at the World Championships in Hawaii. I do love pineapple on my burger, and it goes hand in hand with the delicious Big Fry burger.
Welcome to Meatless Monday, everyone. Today we're going to make a beautiful, scrumptious, lip-smackingly beautiful vegan burger.
I know, right?
Meatless.
Meatless.
You tasted it?
I did, and I have to say, South Africa, I could go vegan if this is the kind of burger.
Yeah, because it tastes like real meat.
It's got texture now. You literally bite into it and you don't feel like you're just eating beans. Like it feels like you're
But it
eating
also
meat.
tastes like it. It's got that meaty taste like
Yes,
it.
it does.
And the thing is, the big thing is, especially with athletes like Ironmen, I don't know if people know how long they actually run and cycle.
Tell
They
us.
run a full marathon, 42 kilometers. They cycle 180 kilometers, and then they swim 3.8 kilometers. You need lots of protein for that.
Yeah, because I'd probably die in the first kilometer. So, yeah, first kilometer done. I'd probably take 5 days just to complete that whole Ironman thing. So, it's okay.
So we're going to use Fry's burgers today. And
Okay.
if people want the recipe, they can go to afternoonexpress.co.za. So these are the Big Fry burgers.
Okay.
Tooms, they are packed in my freezer. You know that I'm vegetarian.
Yeah.
So they are packed. And when my hubby Rick takes out those big meaty burgers, this one comes out.
Yeah, because you can't upstage, you know. You've got your own big burger as well.
And the big thing is, got 20 grams of protein in here. And I'm just going to put it in a hot pan. You need to defrost it first
Yes.
before you fry it.
You know, when I read about that protein story, I was really, really impressed because, especially because we just listened to Kyle now. The fact that it's got so much protein and it is plant-based makes you realize that actually we need to go plant-based going forward. I'm not promising anything, but I'm just saying it would be nice.
Let me tell you, I've been eating no meat since the 26th of December last year.
Okay.
Just because of the big Christmas meal that I had. And I've got so much more energy. It's just, I don't know why, but it's energy levels.
And it actually makes sense.
Yeah. You know, and this is recyclable.
The packaging.
The whole packaging.
That entire 100%.
Huh?
That whole pack, wow.
The whole packaging is recyclable. Can you believe it? And if it is just amazing because you see those old plastic islands on the ocean, and this is not going there. But what are you making?
I'm actually making a salad to go with that burger because one thing I do know is that because we're keeping it very vegan and very healthy here, instead of making chips that are dipped in oil, we're going to be making a nice light salad to go with this light aloha burger. It's got pineapple. It's very light.
Yeah,
so I want to keep it light as well. So I'm just
Hawaiian. Aloha.
So I'm just making a nice simple salad to go with that. Just some lettuce, some red peppers, and I've even got some strawberries in there. The texture
I love
and flavor.
strawberry in a salad. People don't think it goes with lettuce, but it does.
It does.
Especially if you add a bit of balsamic vinegar to it. It is just a vibe. I saw that too.
I read your mind, girl.
Yeah. And another thing about these burgers, they've got no cholesterol in it.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Because people don't understand the amount of cholesterol that is in meat and the fact that it actually just gets packed up into your arteries, and that's not good for you. You don't
And
want
that causes the heart attacks and all those other thingies. So the other thing we're going to do now is just the sauce for this burger.
Okay.
Let me just put that to the side. So we've got a bit of barbecue sauce here. I'm just going to add this to a...
And the other thing I've noticed that even though they're meatless burgers, they actually also cook very quickly. So they don't take forever to prep.
No, they don't take... You just put them in, you defrost them and in the pan. That's it. That's it.
And guys, South Africa, I'm not selling you dreams here. This actually does taste like meat. It tastes amazing. It tastes divine. So you should definitely invest in this.
So I've got a bit of barbecue sauce here, and because it's aloha, we're using pineapple.
Okay.
It's out of a tin today. We've got it out of a tin, yeah. And we're going to use some of the juice, about 1 or 2 tablespoons of the juice in our barbecue sauce. It's just to thin it out to add that aloha feeling to it, that beautiful aloha feeling.
To be honest, I'm one of the few people that can't eat fruit in their savory dishes.
No.
I don't like pineapple in my pizzas. I don't like pineapples in burgers. But the fun part about this is that when you eat the burger and you've got the sweetness of the pineapple and you've got the cheese, everything together,
It's just divine.
sense.
Isn't it just
It
divine?
makes so much sense.
I want the camera to look at this patty because it really looks, where's the camera? It really looks like a patty.
Yeah, like a meat patty.
It caramelizes like a meat patty.
It does.
And that is quite amazing.
And it actually holds its form as well.
Yeah.
It doesn't fall apart and all of that.
So we've toasted our little burger buns here. I'm just going to put it in there. What I like to do is to add it to the oil so you can get that flavor of the oil as well, of the meat oil. Not the meat oil, the non-meat oil in this case. I'm going to add this here. And I'm going to add a bit of this barbecue sauce over the one side of the burger. Then we're going to add our patty.
Nothing about this burger looks meatless.
I know, doesn't it?
It looks like I would indulge myself.
Can I have a bit of that lettuce? I forgot the lettuce on my side. I need some lettuce.
You know what? I'm going to give you the salad so you can just
put it.
indulge.
So I'm going to put some lettuce on your... Oh, gosh. I'm even going to put your peppers and tomatoes as well on
Yeah,
here.
why
It looks
not?
divine. And then we're going to add one of our patties. This looks divine.
This looks delicious.
It looks like a real burger, like a real deliciousness. I'm going to add some more barbecue sauce over here. Can you taste it?
I can.
Can you taste it?
earlier, so-
I can taste it. A pineapple ring over here. I'm going to even add a bit more barbecue sauce over here. And I like to put the barbecue sauce on the burger bun itself because you don't use butter.
Yeah.
And then it actually makes it all... Look at that.
That looks amazing.
Woo.
Alice, I'm sure your mouth is watering right now, so you should have yourself a bit of this.
Pali, come,
This looks
sister, come.
Absolutely. Thank thank you so much, ladies, for this, because you know what? I'm always looking for other options to kind of vary my taste buds and new ideas in the kitchen, because homegirl can get bored. So thank you so much. If everyone wants to try this, just head over to our social media, share your pictures, and also our website to get those ingredients details. Now, when you consider how delicious these burgers are, the fact that they are an environmentally conscious choice and contain more protein than a beef patty, it makes Meat-Free Mondays all the more magical. A huge thank you to Kyle Buckingham for the recipe and showing us how a mean and lean athlete can enjoy a plant-based diet. Now, to get your hands on this and any more meat-free recipes, head over to fryersfamilyfood.com to download your free copy of the Beyond the Impossible cookbook. Yummy, ladies. Thank you.
Delicious. Yes.
So, ladies, we've touched base in the kitchen. Let's touch base on social media now. We've asked you if there's one thing that you could do and you know you could never fail, what would that thing be? And we've got Utulfelo, and she says, #Afternoon Express, it most definitely would be poetry. It's one of those talents that one would easily overlook. But each time I write a piece, it taps into my emotions and unleashes my ability to express myself. I kind of like that. And we've also got another viewer here, Vanessa, who agrees with Utulfelo. And Vanessa says, I think that I would make an amazing writer and a storyteller. I really enjoy writing and telling life stories. #Afternoon Express. So it seems like we've got some scribes here in the house.
Definitely. I struggle with poetry. Do you? I struggle to read poetry, to get into it. Do you like it?
I read it, but not write.
Okay, the only poetry I do is rapping. Like, I'm a rapper, I can rhyme, you know. As soon as you lay down a beat, I'm with it like that. Okay, so coming up, South Africa, highest ranking competitor Latin American dancer Darren Hammond joins us to share how COVID-19 has affected him and his dancing career.
Express yourself.
Darren Hammond is currently the highest-ranking competitive Latin American dancer from South Africa. He joins me now to discuss how COVID-19 is affecting South Africans doing great things abroad. Welcome to the Loft, Darren.
Thank you so much for having me.
Before we dive into your dancing, let's discuss the fact that you recently recovered from COVID-19. Now, can you tell us a little bit about this experience, what it was like, and how this pandemic itself is affecting the dance world?
Well, my personal experience was I had 34 days of isolation in a hospital on the border of Shenzhen and Hong Kong. So that was a learning experience for myself, I can say. Time to grow, you know. But everyone is in the same boat. It's not only the dancers. I think, of course, the dancing world has been hit extremely hard because what we do is we dance together, we get close, up close and personal. So, of course, the social distancing is not great for us. But everybody's experiencing this. And I think, and if we can, we have to look at it as a beautiful opportunity to dig deep and grow and just give this world a little moment to slow down a little bit.
I like the fact that you have just highlighted the fact that even though you were in isolation in a foreign hospital in like borders of two countries, you still decided to use that as an opportunity to grow, as you place it so humbly and so eloquently. In those moments, during those days, it couldn't have been easy. And right now on the show, we are discussing the fact that a lot of people have to try overcome these uncertain times. How did you feel during that very uncertain moment in your life?
To find your purpose, then there's nothing that can slow you down ever. And my purpose is that I have this energy inside that I just want to share with people. And I used to do it by dancing. I used to make people feel good by dancing and giving them energy and inspiration. But just because I can't dance doesn't mean I'm going to stop doing that. So I still try to speak to people, speak to my family. If you've got a purpose and you've got a drive, then there's literally nothing on this planet that can slow you down. No virus, no war, no anything. You just need to keep going for it, you know?
Oh, wow, Darren, I actually just got goosebumps, honestly, because I love your flair and your passion for life. A lot of people might not be able to bounce back with that same amount of passion and that positivity. But before we dive into yourself, I just want to backtrack. How did it feel like growing up as little Darren in a household where you had two older siblings, Ryan and Haley, who were both multiple South African ballroom and Latin American champions? I mean, what was it like growing up in this sort of dance family?
Yeah, exactly. Growing up, I don't even remember starting dancing. It was just always dancing, literally since I came out, I reckon. So, but those were my two biggest inspirations, of course, my brother and my sister, and they pushed me harder than anybody else, except myself maybe. But they caused me to be this person and the dancer that I am today. And of course, my mother, the inspiration for almost all Latin American and ballroom dancers in South Africa. So that is just some big shoes to try and fill, you know?
Huge shoes, but you didn't shy or cower away from this. In fact, you used this as a challenge to go on full throttle regardless. Now, earlier on, you were speaking about not letting your goals or letting a virus or anything intercept your goals and the ones that you had for yourself. Now, do you believe if you hadn't grown up in this dance family, you would have still had the same goal and dream?
That's a very good question.
Yeah, I got you there,
of course, in this time is probably the first or second time in my life. Maybe the first time was after the surgery. I had double hip surgery 2 years ago. So I'll say this is the second time in my life that I've ever considered my life without dancing to see what it would be like, just to even open that thought, because before, you know, it's just, there's only one thing. That's it. Go for that thing. But sometimes you have to veer, if it's by choice or by the world making a choice for you. But as I say, if you have this passion, then your gift, one of my favorite sayings ever is you can lose your talent, you can lose your skill, right? Something can happen. You can have an accident or you can just become demotivated. You can lose your skill, but you can never lose your gift. That's why it's so important to find it.
Woo! I get. Are you a ballroom dancer or are you a motivational speaker? You are really moving me this motivational Monday here on Afternoon Express. And I'm pretty sure that our viewers can do the same. And viewers, don't worry, we are not leading you astray because we are speaking to someone who believes in winning. And all he does is win. Since winning Blackpool in the under-21s, you compete in the amateurs. And you're actually quite fortunate enough to be trained by Donnie Burns, MBE, and Gaynor Fairweather, MBE. MBE, who are considered dance sports royalty. And for those who don't know, they were awarded their MBEs by Queen Elizabeth II herself. So what is it like training with these legends?
Well, yeah, they're okay. 15-time world champion record holders. I think they know a thing or two about it. Once or twice they danced somewhere. But of course, if you want to be successful in something, you got to model the best, I think, right? And if you can get up close and personal with the best and breathe in their air and let them speak to you and feed you with energy, then it's just giving you an unfair advantage, I think. So it's been an absolute privilege to spend this time with them and to learn from them and just see them operate, I have to say.
I mean, it is towards the end of Mandela Month, it being July here, and it just gives me so much joy to see South Africans doing incredible things on a very global level, because that's what Madiba stood for. After all the chaos of 2020, what are you doing to get yourself and your partnership not only to where it was, but also to break through that barrier and into the final?
Well, first, I will just say that my father shares a birthday with Mandela. So my two fathers share a birthday, let's say that.
Oh, wow. Oh, Dada and Daddy.
Yeah. Exactly. So, well, to get back, yes, we're going to use this time wisely. And I think everybody should. And think of it as a blessing that is happening for us and not to us. And we can just take advantage. We will never again have these times to just be ourselves and to learn about ourselves. And any amount of joy or success or wealth or anything you want to achieve in life means that you need to be that kind of person. That goal is not coming to you, you are going to it. So go for it and become that person that you need to be to achieve those things. And nothing's going to stop us.
Oh, wow, I love that. And truly, as Darren is this motivational speaker, he slid in some advice there regardless, giving us jewels to walk away with as South Africans, all the way repping us in Hong Kong. We appreciate you, Darren. Darren Hammond, who is an international dancing sensation, but decided to share his flair and his passion here on Afternoon Express. Cheers, Darren.
Thank you so much. Love to South Africa, and I miss you all.
Oh. South Africa, let's show Darren some love on social media. As much as he misses us, we surely miss his magic here in Mzansi. Head over to our social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. Use that hashtag Afternoon Express, and let's show Darren some love.
I'm so ready, Darren. Actually, whenever Darren decides he wants to come to South Africa, he must give me a call, because I'm ready to do the dancing with him.
Ooh, sister.
How are my dancing skills, South Africa? Do you think I could do this? I'm joking. Actually, Palisa, I think if there was anything that I could do, if it was not dancing, cooking, it would probably be dancing. I think I like the arts, man. It would be anything to do with arts.
Can you guys believe that Darren has had 2 hip surgeries? But trust me, I saw those hips don't lie. Yes, brother. Okay, on social media, we have asked you if there's one thing that you could do. What would it be, knowing that you couldn't fail? And we've got Usipho Sethu here, who says, I would start my own mini bakery around the area I live in. I know it wouldn't fail because I worked as a baker and I'm already stocking bread and selling it. Just the commission is too small. Hashtag Afternoon Express. Okay, sinomuntu opagayo like hi.
She must send us some. She must send us some.
And speaking about baking, we're going to be baking towards the end of the show. But before we get into that, whilst we can't go outside, it's best to understand what's going on inside. Coming up, family therapist Talia Ressel shows us how we can handle these uncertain times and find opportunities for growth.
Express yourself.
You only have one skin. Nourish it and wear it bravely.
The feeling of uncertainty is upon us all, but we chat to family therapist Talia Russell, who will inform us about how to handle uncertainty and use this time for growth and success. Welcome back to The Loft, Talia.
Thank you. Thanks for having me again.
Talia, in times of uncertainty, what are some of the ways in which we cope?
Well, I think that there's a whole range of different ways in which we respond. So basically, with uncertainty, we are faced with the reality that we all try and ignore and pretend it's not there. But the reality is that things are beyond our control. Even though we think this is how things should be, it doesn't end up being that way. And this time of uncertainty makes us face that. And so we get the fight, flight, or freeze response. So some people want to run away and hide. Some people just become frozen, stuck in it, and feel like they can't make a next move. And for some others, they get the sense that they now want to fight and rage against what's been going on. And I think that it's important that we acknowledge there's so much stress going on. This time of uncertainty is really not just minor stress. It really is a lot that we're facing. And the different responses, some is going to push us forward for some of us, and for others, this is going to be a time where we just are not able to perform in the way we normally do.
Look, we have to respect both sides of the spectrum here, Talia, in this discussion. But for those of us who want to see us moving forward and we want to push through, how can we then use these challenges to push us forward rather than holding us back?
Absolutely. Look, Pali, I think the best thing that we can try and do is to make peace with this is how it is for now. Not hold on to the idea of how we think it should be or that this isn't what we expected it to be, because it is what it is. So people who are going to use this to propel forward, to gain some resilience and sort of bounce back from this, they're able to stop. They're able to see what's going on and reassess, like be flexible, be able to change, right? This isn't how I wanted it to be, but now in order to go forward, I can do X or I can do Y.
Talia, you have spoken about resilience as a key to success. How do we develop that in ourselves?
Okay, so for me, who loves a good analogy, think about it this way, Pali. We can't control the weather, especially not here in Cape Town. So we don't have control over that. But what we do have control over is how we dress for the weather. Are we going to be warm enough? Are we going to be dry? All those sorts of things. That's the same with resilience. We can't control what's going to happen, but we can control and have some input on how we respond. And resilience is bouncing back from when we face some adversity or difficulty, and not just bouncing back. It's taking that lesson on and growing from it. So I mean, I know I can speak for myself with resilience. It's been when I'm going through a hard time and faced with some real challenges, and I've had to say to myself, right, okay, it is what it is. There's no way around it. I have to go through it. How do I now go through this in a way that allows me to grow from it? It's not, I want to stress, it's not about ignoring or pretending that bad things aren't happening or just ignoring it, but it's reframing it, Pali. It's looking at, okay, this is what I can't do, but what can I do? And giving yourself little things, little daily tasks that you can accomplish.
Now, Talia, throughout the show today, we're speaking to South Africans that are excelling within the global space, and we're celebrating them and finding out their tips and tricks as to how they're dealing with this uncertainty. I mean, for sure, they are uncertain to when next they'll see their families, and a lot of us can relate to that. So what tips do you have for people who are dealing with uncertainty and still want to pursue their goals?
My biggest thing would be to let yourself feel that. It's called being vulnerable. Okay, so with resilience, we grow resilience when we are able to be vulnerable, not as a weakness. So to be able to say, you know what, I do miss my family and I am really unsure, or I'm really scared right now. So you're acknowledging what you're feeling. And then instead of just falling to pieces, you're saying, all right, but this is what I can do in this moment. So I encourage people, give yourself small tasks. Don't go for perfectionism. Don't say, right, I need to break the glass ceiling at work, and just break it down. Today, I'm going to do something that's going to look after me. So in little steps like that, be kind to yourself. So this is a stressful time. This is really uncertain. And in those moments, don't let that inner critic come out and stop you, because sometimes we are so incredibly hard on ourselves that we don't even get to fail because we don't even start to try. One last thing that I do want to leave your viewers with is that, for resilience, what it does have to take is we've got to have the courage, to just show up. Mm-hmm. Just show up, even if you might fail, even if you might make a mistake, but just getting up there, trying to do it. That is what resilience is. It's not about the success or the outcome. It's about showing up.
Thank you so much, Talia Ressels. You are a family therapist, but it does seem as if you're helping each and every person, even if they're alone, living and dealing with COVID-19 and what has to come at the other side of that rainbow. Thank you for keeping us positive and keeping us focused. We appreciate it. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Well, there you have it, South Africa, reminding us that whether you've got goals, it is not too late, and you don't have to use this uncertainty to dictate your way forward. Head over to our social media platforms, please, South Africa, if you've got a goal that you want to achieve regardless of what's going on around you. But remember to use that hashtag Afternoon Express.
Well, thank you, Palisa, for that interview with Talia. We absolutely appreciate her every time she's here.
Absolutely. Now, turning the meaning of Blue Mondays on its head, coming up, we put a refreshing twist on a classic dessert with our appetizing cinnamon and blueberry rolls recipe.
Express yourself.
Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA. Made with love by Clover.
Welcome back, South Africa. We are back and we're about to make a delicious recipe using our clover milk. And what we're making today are cinnamon buns with blueberries. And we are using our signature clover milk in the blue bottle. For all the recipe details, all the information, South Africa, go into afternoonexpress.co.za to go get all that information that you need. Inside this flour bowl here, I've got my dry ingredients, which is the flour, the sugar, the salt, as well as some yeast, right? And then I'm going to go mixing in with the wet ingredients, which is my butter as well as my egg. And then I'm going to go in with my clover milk, which is actually the best milk, I think.
I know, and the quality, 55 quality test, and it's taking that blue Monday away from us.
Exactly. And the one other thing I love about it is that it has, you did mention, 55 quality tests, and it's been a trusted name for the year. Over the years, it's been a trusted name, and that is why, for me, I think it is actually the best milk to actually have in your pantry. So what I've done is I've mixed in my dry and my wet ingredients. For most people, this is when you would add your blueberries, but I wouldn't. I would actually let this mixture prove for a couple of hours, for about 2 hours.
Yeah.
I feel like the longer you prove your batter or your dough, the more it actually gets nice and airy and so forth. So let me just put this aside so I can show you what happens now. So let's just say your dough has proved, it's been sitting there, it got all the air bubbles inside of it. You've rolled it out now. So after I've rolled it out, I'm going to go in with the cinnamon part of our mixture.
I love cinnamon, like buns like this. It's my favorite thing.
I know exactly what you mean. So what I've got here is I've basically just got some cinnamon, some sugar, as well as a bit of butter to melt this all together. And then in the dough, once it was proved, the second proof, I actually put in my blueberries in there, because we're talking about all things blue, the blue bottle. We've also got some blueberries inside of our cinnamon bun. And then the only thing you got left to do now is I'm actually going to put more of our blueberries into the
And
mixture,
people, it is delicious.
It can never be too blue.
Look at that. Look at the blueberries on the outside here and the inside, and it's fluffy and light. And I just want to show people how to make that beautiful icing. So I'm going to pour some of our clover fresh milk in here.
Yeah.
A few tablespoons of the milk, and I'm going to add some blueberries. Come on, Polly, come and taste. Come.
Ladies, this looks delicious. I mean, please give me some of that clover fresh milk. I love it. After talking throughout the show and entertaining South Africans, there's nothing better than enjoying a beautiful cup of this. Yummy. Thank you so much, ladies. And also, I also want to warm up some of that loaf, dump it in. Can you imagine? Can you see what I'm doing
here?
This
I get you.
Thank you, ladies, for the incredible show today. We had such fun discussing all of your dreams and your beliefs and the things that you would do if you don't want to fail. Now, South Africa, join us tomorrow as we bring you more fun and all things self-love. Good night, God bless, and happy eating.
Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA. Made with love by Clover. Afternoon Express. Made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.